Hello there, it's Richard McMunn from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial, I will teach you how to write a project manager CV or resume. If you are applying to become a project manager with any company or organization, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you be the standout candidate. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover in this training video. Number one, I will tell you the 6 sections to include in a project manager CV or resume. Number 2, I will give you 10 great words to use on your project manager CV or resume that will definitely grab the attention of the hiring manager. Number 3, I will then give you a brilliant personal statement to use in your project management CV or resume before finally, number 4, telling you where you can instantly download my 7 ready-made project manager CV and resume templates. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am here to help you progress throughout your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please give the video a like because that motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's get started and I will tell you the 6 sections to include on your project management CV or resume. And a quick tip, first of all, I recommend you keep your project manager CV or resume to a maximum of 3 to 4 pages. Don't go any more than that. Remember, the hiring manager has lots of CV and resumes to work through. You need to keep yours short, concise, and to the point. Make sure it's a maximum of 3 to 4 pages. So right at the very top of your project manager CV or resume, you should include your full name, direct contact number, and email address. So you need to make it as easy as possible for them to contact you. I also recommend you make sure that your answer phone message on your mobile telephone is professional sounding. You don't want them ringing you up to invite you along for interview and there's an unprofessional answer phone message. So make sure it is professional sounding. Then section 1 of your project manager CV or resume is to include your personal statement. This should be an approximate 150-word brief introduction that summarizes your skills, experience, and suitability for the project management role you are applying for. And very soon, I will give you an example, attention-grabbing personal statement you can use and download on your own CV or resume. So section 1 is your personal statement. Then section 2, which will be generally on the second page of your CV or resume, is your education history and qualifications. So on here, list the schools, colleges or universities you have attended, the subjects studied, qualifications attained, plus the project manager specific qualifications you have achieved. Then section 3, include relevant work experience. So this should be a summary of the places you have worked, the main duties and responsibilities you had, and also key achievements you gained whilst working at each place. And then move on to page 3 of your CV or resume. And this is the training courses completed and continuous professional development work you have undertaken recently. So list the training courses on section 4 you have completed, the accreditation achieved, and also details of ongoing CPD activities. So as you know, CPD is continuous professional development. These are the activities you have undertaken that enable you to maintain competence as a project manager. Section 5 is your interests. You need to be very careful what you include here in this section. So your interests should be a brief outline of your interests and activities outside of work. And in a second, I'm going to work through a project manager template for you and I will list some example interests that you can include. Then on page 4, the final page, include references. This is section 6. So include the names and contact details of 2 people who will vouch for your competence as a project manager and your suitability for the position. And I recommend you put their direct contact details on there. Make sure you contact these references, the two people, before you put down their names, because the employer might give them a ring and speak to them about your suitability for the position. If they don't know you have put them down as a reference, then they will appear shocked when the company call them. Some people sometimes put for the references section on their CV or resume, references available upon request. I don't recommend you do that. A CV or resume looks far more credible if there's names and contact details of two people who will vouch for your competence as a project manager. And then finally, at the end, include your direct contact number and email address again. So it will be right at the very top and also at the bottom of your CV or resume. Okay, let me now give you 10 great words to use on your project manager CV or resume. These are brilliant words that you can include in that personal statement. Once we've gone through these 10 words, I will then give you a project manager CV or resume template, and I'll show you exactly how to structure it. Now, I have kept the 10th word until the end, and the 10th word is the one that I think is the best to include. All the other 9 are fantastic. You should take note of these, but I would definitely be using the final one, the 10th one. So let's work through these 10 words. The first one is commercially focused. If you are a commercially focused project manager, it means you understand how your work impacts the wider business. So I would be saying on my CV or resume, I am a commercially focused project manager. The second word you can use is loyal. So all employers want to take someone on who is going to stay working for their company long term. They become an integral part of the business, and that means that the organisation doesn't have to re-advertise the position soon after you start work. The third word to use on your project manager's CV or resume is persuasive. So as you know, you need to be a good negotiator and influencer. So if you are persuasive, it means you are a strong negotiator and influencer. It's a really good word to use. The next one is methodical. So really good, competent project managers are methodical in their work. So being methodical means you are concise and accurate in your work. The next word to consider using on your CV or resume is articulate. So you need to be a good communicator as a project manager. So being articulate means your communication style is clear, concise, and easy to understand. So you are able to explain complex terminologies and methodologies in an easy to understand manner. The next word to use is team oriented. So this means that you collaborate well with other people. Even though you are managing the project as a PM, you still have to be team oriented and get the most out of people. The next word is cost conscious. This is a great one. So if you are a cost conscious project manager, it means you take care of supplies and resources and manage your budgets accordingly. The next word, industrious. I love this one. This means you work hard, are diligent and focused on your responsibilities as a project manager. The ninth one is results driven. This is definitely one I would be using on my project manager CV or resume. It means that your work is focused on achieving your employer's commercial goals. And the 10th word, before we start working through that project manager template, is accountable. It's a great word because you take responsibility for your actions as a project manager and you can justify your decisions. So there's 10 words to use on your project manager CV or resume, especially in the personal statement section. So let me now give you a 150 word example project management personal statement, and I will then show you how to structure your CV or resume before telling you where you can download the template. So don't forget, section 1, it comes on the first page of your project manager CV or resume, and it is a 150 word brief introduction that summarizes your skills, experience and suitability for that project management role you have applied for. Here we go. Here's my example. I am an accountable, results-driven, commercially focused and diligent project manager with a track record of achievement. My skills knowledge and experience are a strong match for the job description, and my excellent time management capabilities, interpersonal skills and negotiation techniques make me an ideal candidate for your organization's strategic goals. Notable achievements in my career include managing multiple teams to deliver complex and time-sensitive projects with strict budgetary requirements, acting as a consultant for underperforming project teams, working closely with senior management teams to ascertain project plans for long-term business planning purposes. In addition to holding Prince 2 and Agile PM qualifications, I have completed several continuous professional development courses to enhance and diversify my knowledge and, more importantly, maintain competence in the role. Further details of my work history, education and qualifications are provided within this CV/resume for your consideration. So that's a great example model personal statement you can use. You can tweak it, amend it to suit your own experience and qualifications, but it's a great example of what to include right at the very start of your project manager CV or resume that's going to grab the attention of the hiring manager. Don't forget, the personal statement is the first thing they will read, and you need to grab their attention. Okay, let me now give you that project manager CV and resume template. I will tell you how to structure your CV and resume with those different sections before then telling you how to download it. Okay, so this is a template project manager CV or resume that you can use, you can tweak, amend to suit your needs. So right at the very top, include your full name, then put your contact telephone number and email address and then your home address right there underneath. And then you start straight away with section 1, which is the personal statement. Let me just read that to you again. Thank you for considering my application for this project management position. I am an accountable, results-driven, commercially focused and diligent project manager with a track record of achievement. My skills, knowledge and experience are a strong match for the job description, and my excellent time management capabilities, interpersonal skills and negotiation techniques make me an ideal candidate for your organization's strategic goals. Notable achievements in my career include managing multiple teams to deliver complex and time-sensitive projects with strict budgetary requirements, acting as a consultant for underperforming project teams and working closely with senior management teams to ascertain project plans for long-term business planning purposes. In addition to holding Prince 2 and Agile PM qualifications, I have completed several continuous professional development courses to enhance and diversify my knowledge and, more importantly, maintain competence in the role. Further details of my work history, education and qualifications are provided within this CV/resume for your consideration. And then you move on to section 2, education and qualifications. So list the name of the school, college or university and the dates attended, the subjects, qualifications and grades attained, and then any PM project management specific qualifications and courses you have completed. Then move on to your work experience. List the name of the company and list the dates to and from in chronological order. Brief outline of the main responsibilities you had in each work position, and then at least one achievement you gained in each work position. Now, obviously, this section is going to build as you go along, which will make the CV or resume 3 to 4 pages in length. Then list any project management training courses you have completed and details of CPD continuous professional development activities you have undertaken. This demonstrates that you take your competence as a PM seriously. And then the interest section, it's just a brief section that tells them what you get up to outside of work. I would be very careful what you include in this section. I've put studying self-development courses, reading, physical fitness, and also volunteering. Those are good things to include. It doesn't have to be a big section, just has to be brief, but that tells me that you have external interests that are good ones in my opinion. Studying self-development courses, reading books, non-fiction books, physical fitness activities, and volunteering is a great one. And then don't forget to include the references. Put the name of the person, their position, job title, and their direct contact details. Make sure you contact them beforehand to get their permission. If you can put 2 people down, that is fantastic. I don't personally think references available upon request is a great thing to include. And then at the end, don't forget to put your contact details again. And don't forget that tip about the answer phone message. Let me now tell you where you can download this and other ready-made templates that you can use for your project manager, CV or resume. Okay, so if you would like to download these slides, that personal statement, plus the exact template I have just shown you, and an additional 7 ready-made CV and resume templates in editable Word documents, click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download these slides plus those 7 ready-made templates to use when applying to become a project manager. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can help you progress throughout your career, apply for any project manager role, and also help you pass your PM interview. I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, because that really does genuinely motivate me to create more content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the very best for becoming a project manager. Have a great day.